Hey guys, my name is Sarah and welcome to Move Movement Yoga. Today's video is going to be a slow flow class. It's a really great class to help you slow your body down, connect to your breath, and just bring about a little bit more mindfulness to your movements. Slow flow is a style that I personally really like and practice within my own practice. I find that slowing your movements down helps you develop a little bit more control, and it allows your mind and breath to remain connected to one another. This is going to be a beginner-friendly class and you won't need any props, so just make sure you have your mat and yourself set up. And also, if you like this style of class, please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Like the video and also subscribe to the channel because it's a free and simple way that you can support these online YouTube videos. I'll also leave my socials if you'd like to connect with me anywhere else on the internet. Otherwise, when you're ready, we can begin. So we're just going to begin the class today in a child's pose. So you can either have your knees together or your knees out wide. Slowly begin to walk your hands forward. And then just allow your chest and your forehead to come down towards the mat. When you arrive in your shape, I want you to bring a little bit of heaviness to your breath. And see if you can really encourage your breath to slow down, deepening the breath as you continue to breathe into the back body. So as this class is a slow flow, let's allow our intention today to be focused around slowing things down so that we can remain connected to the present moment. And then within the present moment, let the intention be that we can connect to an inner stillness, that it will allow us to find a greater sense of peace. As you think about this intention, continue to breathe. Focus on expanding through the back body as you inhale. And then as you exhale, really noticing as you drop your weight into the earth. Knowing now that right now, in this moment, is absolutely perfect and that it's exactly where you need to be. That everything that has occurred in the past has led you up to this very moment now. I just want you to take one more cycle of breath in through the nose. And this time open your mouth and sigh to release. Then from here you're going to slowly come into a tabletop position. So bring your knees underneath your hips, your hands underneath your shoulders. And we're going to take a couple of what I refer to as waving cat-cows. So I want you to start by sinking your belly down towards the earth and then arcing your heart towards the top of the mat as you open your throat. I want you to keep this shape through your spine and then slowly begin to draw your hips towards your heels. Think about moving through something really sticky, so slowing the motion right down, and then when your sit bones reach your heels, then begin to round. So push the back of your heart up towards the ceiling. Slowly push back onto your hands and your knees. Keep your chin tucked. Then as you exhale, sink the belly. Shine the heart forward, open the throat. Slowly draw the hips all the way back towards the heels. Inhale, round. And once again, see if you can really slow the motion down. So finding these waving, undulating shapes with the spine as we slowly begin to open up. Take one more round at your own pace with your own breath. Drawing the hips back, really feeling the space through the spine as you open up. And then let's come back nice and slow into our tabletop position. Then from here we'll move into our first downward facing dog. So just take your hands a little bit further, fingertips spread. Push into the fingertips and the base of the knuckles, tuck your toes, and then you're going to slowly lift your hips up and come into your first down dog. As you arrive in your down dog, you might feel tight through the back of the legs, which is okay. So just pedal through the feet, reaching the hips up towards the ceiling, making sure that your head and your ears are between your triceps. Nice, steady, even breath. Just breathing into the shape, feeling the grounding through your hands and your feet. Then from here, you're going to draw your right leg high into the air, come high into the ball of the left foot. To the best of your ability, draw your knee in towards your chest and then step your foot between your thumbs at the top of the mat. If you need to use your hands just to get the foot up the top, that's okay. Then drop the back knee down. Just take a moment to reach your collarbones forward, ground down through your feet, and come back to your breath. Nice and steady as you feel into the front hip flexor as you begin to stretch. And then on your next inhale, ground down through your feet and then begin to sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. Feel energy drawing up through the crown of your head and out through your heart. Just take a steady, even breath here. And then as you exhale, I want you to begin to lower your chest towards your thigh and sweep your arms back. And then as you inhale, rise. Exhale, draw the energy back. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your fingertips down, once again to frame your front foot. Plant your hands and step back once again into your down dog. Just check in with your feet and your hands, making sure that you're grounding down. Steady, even breath. And let's take it to the other side. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Come high into the ball of the right foot. Draw your knee in towards your chest and then step your foot to the best of your ability or carry your foot between your thumbs at the top of the mat. Drop your back knee down. I like to keep my back toes tucked, but you can also have the foot untucked. Feel the energy surging through the soles of your feet as you ground down. Keep reaching your collarbones forward. Once again, come back to that nice, steady, even breath. And then on your next inhale, slow motion, begin to sweep your arms up, find your low lunge. Really reach up through the crown of your head and your heart. Feel this lifting, but at the same time, really work to pull energy down into the ground. Notice the nature of your breath as it comes in through the nose and out through the nose. And then on your next exhale, begin to sweep your arms back, lower your chest towards your thigh, reach your arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale, rise. And then on your next exhale, bring your fingertips back down onto the earth. Pick your back knee up and then step back into your downward facing dog. Once again, if you notice that you've got tightness through the back of the legs, you can pedal through the feet, reaching your hips up towards the ceiling. Keep pushing your hands down and forward. Take a cycle of breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Then take your eye gaze between your hands at the top of the mat and just step forward into your forward fold. Make sure your feet are about hip width, or if you prefer to bring them together, you can also do that. Just find whatever works that's going to help you stay anchored through the soles. Bring a little bend through the back of the knees. Your fingertips can either be on your shins, on the floor, on your elbows, wherever feels most comfortable. And then I want you to draw your belly in towards your spine and then just drop the crown of your head towards the earth. Let gravity take the weight of you as you lean a little bit more into the toes. Nice, steady, even breath once again. Slow motion, begin to bend into your knees, and you're going to sweep your arms up as you inhale. Eye gaze goes up, and then as you exhale, bring your hands towards your heart in a prayer position. When you arrive here, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. So we're just going to move through our half sun salutation just for 3 rounds, just to warm up into the body. If you're unfamiliar with this little flow, I'm going to guide you through it all, so don't worry. So just once again, make sure that you're grounding down through the 4 corners of your feet, little bend through the knees. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up, eye gaze goes up. As you exhale, bend into the knees, hinge at your hips, and slowly forward fold all the way down. As you inhale, bring your hands onto your shins, reach your tailbone back and the crown of your head forward, come into your flat back. As you exhale, come back into your forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands towards your heart. Cycle of breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly cascade your heart all the way down towards the earth. Drop the crown of your head. Inhale, bring your hands onto your shins, reach your tailbone back, reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands towards your heart. Take a cycle of breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Last round, inhale. Reach the fingertips up, reach energy up, and then as you exhale, once again, cascade your heart all the way down towards the earth, really riding the breath as you come down. Inhale into your flat back, reach that energy through the crown of your head, but also out through your tailbone. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring your hands towards your heart. Cycle of breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now from here, I want you to lean towards your left leg or your left foot, and you're going to slowly draw your right knee in towards your chest. Find a little stability through your standing leg, and then slow motion, you're going to hinge at your hips as you slowly begin to take your right foot all the way towards the back of the mat. Think about moving through something sticky, so you really want to slow the motion down, and then slowly drop your back toes towards the back of the mat. Bring a little bend through the back knee, and then inhale, sweep your arms up. We come into our first crescent lunge. I want you to focus on drawing your left hip back, right hip forward. Keep reaching energy up once again through the crown of your head and your heart. Steady, even breath. Then from here, lower your chest towards your front thighs, sweep your arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, draw the arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, draw the arms back. And then inhale, rise. Then from here, drop your back heel so it's parallel to the short edge, and then bring your left forearm onto your front knee. Keep bending into the front knee, and then reach your right fingertips towards the top of your mat. Keep grounding down through the feet. Take a steady, even breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Then let's just find 3 circles with the arm. So take the arm nice and wide, circling it forward. 2 and 3. Then slow motion, bring your right hand down onto the mat. Come onto the ball of the back foot, and then take your left arm up towards the ceiling. Eye gaze maybe goes up, steady, even breath. Then slowly bring your left hand down onto the mat. And what you're going to do is you're going to walk your hands over to the long edge of the mat on the right side, and then pivot both of your feet so that parallel to the short edge. So now in our wide-legged forward fold, bring your fingertips down onto the floor. Take an inhale, lengthen the crown of your head forward, draw your tailbone back. And then as you exhale, fold. Keep grounding down through the feet, little bend through the knees. See if you can reach your hips up towards the ceiling. And once again, just like gravity, take the weight of your head as it draws down towards the earth. See if you can breathe into the back of the legs. Then from here, slowly walk your hands over towards the top of the mat once again, and then pivot your left foot so the toes point towards the top. Re-bend into your left knee, and then take an inhale, reach your collarbones forward. And then as you exhale, just bend your elbows a little bit and just sink your heart down towards the mat. And then on your next breath, push into your feet, begin to rise. Windmill wiper your arms open and then find your warrior two. So your back foot is parallel to the short edge, your front foot is pointing towards the top of the mat, you've got a heel to arch alignment, and eye gaze goes over your middle finger. I want you to think about pushing energy down into the ground, but at the same time feel that energy circulate back up towards the crown of your head. Take a cycle of breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Then bring your back hand onto your back thigh, flip your front palm over, and then just lean back as you reverse your warrior. Take your eye gaze up, keep bending into the front knee, then slow motion, back into your warrior two. Then from here, bring your hands in front of your heart in a prayer position, and then come onto the ball of the back foot as you square your hips forward. Begin to lean your torso forward, push down into your big toe, your left big toe, as you float your right toes up into the air. Think about pointing through the toes, once again, reaching energy out through the foot and the crown of the head. Then from here, take a big inhale and open your arms out nice and wide. Exhale, draw energy back towards your heart. Two more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Feel that breath coming in. And then as you exhale, let something go. Slowly draw your right knee in towards your chest as you begin to rise. Find your balance. Keep your eye gaze focused on one point. And then slowly release the right foot down. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands towards your heart. Cycle of breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. This time we lean to the opposite side, so the right foot. You're going to begin to draw your left knee in towards your chest. Slow motion, hinge at your hips, and you're going to take your toes all the way towards the back of the mat. Think about moving through something sticky like honey and finding almost a slight resistance as you come down. Then inhale, lift your arms up, little bend through the back knee. Keep bending into the front knee, and then find your crescent lunge. Steady, even breath. Then on your next exhale, lean your chest forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, rise. Then pivot your back heel so your foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bring your right forearm onto your front knee and then extend your left fingertips towards the top of the mat. So we're in our extended side angle. Keep bending into your front knee, grounding down through the feet, and then let's find 3 circles with the arm, nice and wide as we take the hand forward. 2 and 3. From here, bring your left fingertips onto the mat, plant the palm, and then come onto the ball of the back foot. Slowly rotate as you take your opposite arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe take your eye gaze up. Once again, steady, even breath. And then slowly begin to pivot to the left side of your mat. I'm just going to shift so you guys can continue to see me. So you'll be facing the left side. Legs are nice and wide. Hands are underneath the face. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine. Reach the crown of your head forward. And then as you exhale, fold. Nice, steady, even breath. Once again, just a little micro bend through the knees and see if you can let gravity take the weight of your head as you continue to draw your hips up towards the ceiling. And then slow motion, you're going to inhale, lift your chest, and then pivot your right toes back towards the top of the mat. So I'm going to be facing the back, but just so you guys can continue to see me, but make sure your right toes point towards the top of the mat for you. Then walk your fingertips over to the right. Keep bending into the right knee, and then just bend your elbows a little bit just to lower your chest down towards the earth. Steady, even breath once again. Then slowly begin to push into your feet. Allow your torso to come up. Open your arms out nice and wide and find your warrior two. Take your eye gaze over your middle finger. Cycle of breath. If you need that deep exhale, don't be afraid to take it. And then reverse your warrior. Reach your arm overhead, keep bending through the front knee. Slowly come back through center, warrior two. Bring your hands into a prayer position in front of your heart. Come onto the ball of the back foot, square your hips forward. Then from here, lean your chest forward, push into your big right toe on the floor, and then float your left toes, your back toes up into the air. Once again, engage energy through the floating leg. Then as you inhale, open your arms out wide. Exhale, bring energy to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale. Exhale, bring the energy back towards your heart. Slowly shift your left knee in towards your chest as you rise. Keep your eye gaze focused just to help maintain your balance. Slow motion, bring the left foot down. Take a cycle of breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more like this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Then from here, let's take an inhale, sweep your arms up. Eye gaze goes up. Exhale, hinge at your hips as you slow motion begin to come back into your forward fold. Drop the crown of your head down towards the earth. Keep reaching your tailbone up. Then slowly bring your hands down and let's come into our tabletop position. I'm just going to shimmy a little bit further back so you guys can continue to see me. So from here, I want you to untuck your toes and you're going to slowly draw your hips towards your heels and then drop the crown of your head like you're coming into your child's pose. Just take a moment to breathe into your back body. Steady, even breath. Then from here, begin to push the back of your heart up towards the ceiling, round yourself forward, and then come all the way down onto the belly. Your hand should be either side of your chest, squeezing your elbows in. I want you to take an inhale, just peel your heart off of the mat just a little bit. And then as you exhale, tuck your toes, push into your hands, draw your hips back, and come back into your child's pose. Drop the crown of your head. Let's take 2 more waves like this. Inhale, push the back of your heart up towards the ceiling. Unfurl yourself forward all the way down onto your belly. Hands are by the chest. Untuck your toes, squeeze your elbows in. Take an inhale, peel your heart off of the mat just a little. And then as you exhale, retuck the toes, lead with the hips, push all the way back into your child's pose. One more, inhale, push the back of your heart up, slow motion, see if you can really slow the movement down. Allow your belly to come down onto the mat. Hands by the chest, squeeze the elbows in, untuck the toes. Inhale, push into your hands, peel your heart off of the mat. And then as you exhale, tuck your toes, lead with your hips, push all the way back, child's pose. And this time we'll just settle into the shape, drop the crown of your head all the way down onto the mat. Once again, nice, steady, even breath. Then from here, let's come back into our tabletop position. Then from here, you're going to draw your right knee behind your right wrist, and you're going to allow your right foot just to fall in front of your left thigh. If you need to, you bring your left knee back a little bit so you have that space. And then we're going to come into our pigeon pose. So if you find that this pose is really uncomfortable, I suggest just bringing maybe a block or a cushion underneath your right sit bone. Otherwise, if you can take the full expression, just begin to walk your back knee out, keep your back toes tucked, bring your fingertips slightly forward, and then as you inhale, I want you to lift your heart up. So think about reaching energy up, and then as you exhale, lower your chest all the way down, drop the crown of your head. Inhale, lift your torso up. Exhale, wave down. Last one, inhale, right up. And then as you exhale this time, we're going to come all the way down onto the forearms. Maybe stack the hands and bring your forehead down onto the mat. So if you find that you're quite high, you can bring your hands into little fists. And then just stack once again your forehead onto your hands. Bring your awareness back to your breath. And just see if you can notice the sensations of the cool breath as it comes in through the nose, and the warm breath as it leaves the nose. Then slowly begin to release. Walk your hands back. Push down into your hands, walk your back knee in just a little bit, and then come back once again into your tabletop position. Then from here, allow your left knee to come behind the left wrist. If you need to, just draw your back knee out just a little bit so that your left foot can come in front of your right thigh. Once again, if you need the option of coming onto a block or a pillow, I recommend just grabbing that now to support you. Otherwise, walk your back knee out until you can settle into the shape, and I just like to keep my back toes tucked. This just helps to keep the hips square. But once again, find the option that works for you, as long as you're not veering too much to one side and that the hips are relatively square. Then come onto your fingertips. Take an inhale, lengthen the crown of your head up, puff your heart up, and then as you exhale, drape your heart down towards the floor. Inhale, ride the wave up. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale. And this time as you exhale, we're going to come all the way down. You can bring your forearms down, you can stack your hands, you can create little fists. Wherever you are, just see if you can soften into the shape. Bring steadiness of breath and ease to the mind. Then from here, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Just notice what's happening now with your jaw and your shoulders. And see if you can just bring, once again, a little bit more softness to these areas, just to encourage you to release any unnecessary tension. Then slowly begin to release your hands, walk your hands back, walk your back knee in just a little bit so that you can come back into your tabletop position. And then from here, nice and slow, we're going to come into a easy cross-legged position. So I'm going to leave the option up to you. You can come with your legs crossed. If you'd like to take your feet a little bit wider, I like to bring my ankles to touch. You can also sit onto a block or a bolster, whatever is most comfortable for you. And then as we begin to end the class, I just want you to bring your hands onto your knees. Take a moment to close your eyes. Once again, bring your awareness to the nature of your breath. And just see if you can hone your awareness in to the sensations of your heart, the rise and fall of your chest. Just notice your energy in this moment, how you feel after all this movement. And see if we can just come back to our intention that we set at the start of the class, about being here and connected to the present moment. Our breath is a really simple yet effective tool that can help us ground us into the present moment. So whenever you feel a little overwhelmed or just disconnected from yourself, whenever you can remember, whenever you can be mindful, just ask yourself to come back to your breath. Take a nice long inhale through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. Let's do one more like this. Inhale through the nose. And then slowly release. Now from here, just bring your hand onto your heart and your hand onto your belly. Just take a moment to feel your own touch. the energy of your beating heart, the rise and fall of your chest and your belly as you breathe. And just feel how alive you are right now. The pulsating life that runs through you. And then when you're ready, nice and slow, you can release your hands. Open your eyes. Let's just end this class with one last breath cycle. So bring your hands into a prayer position in front of your heart. Just bring a little tension to your hands. Let's take one more breath cycle. So in through the nose. And then open your mouth and sigh to release. Just letting go once again of any unnecessary tension that you might have throughout the body. I hope you enjoyed this little slow flow class. Once again, please be sure to let me know how you went. I hope to see you in the next class, and namaste until then.